Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, thank you for watching my video. Today I am going to be stuffing my cash envelopes for the month of December, but before we get into that, I just wanted to take the time to say thank you so much to everybody who took the time to leave such lovely comments on my last video. So in my cash envelope stuffing for November, if you haven't seen that, that's where I shared my just incredible news that I still can't really believe that I had finally bought my apartment. I had moved in, I'm now a homeowner, and so many of you wrote lovely comments, and I just wanted to say thank you so much. I really appreciate it. So thank you so much. I'll just give a very quick apartment update for any of you that are interested. So as you can hopefully see, I am no longer sitting on the floor to film my cash envelope stuffings. Last month I had to sit on the floor because I had no desk set up. I didn't have a dining table. I actually still don't have a dining table, but my little home office is kind of set up. This corner where I'm sitting now is my working from home desk, and that is set up. The other half of the room is still a bit of a mess, but we are getting there. The painting got done in the apartment, which makes such a difference. I can't remember if I mentioned it or not, but the previous tenants of this apartment, so the people that the owners rented it out to, really did not take good care of this place, so it needed a lot of cleaning and the walls were in a pretty bad state. The painters came, I think 2 weeks ago now, and it makes such a difference. It's now so bright, it's so fresh, it feels clean, and yeah, it's starting to come together. It feels a bit more like home. I'm still waiting on quite a bit of furniture. I'm still waiting on my bed to arrive, my dining table to arrive, my dining chairs to arrive, but we are getting there. So hopefully before Christmas, most of the big pieces will be here. So that is my very quick apartment update, and thank you again for all of your well wishes. Now let's get into stuffing the envelopes for December. Okay, so the first envelope that I have here is my holiday spending money. So I am going away for New Year's. I have two brothers that live abroad. One is actually coming home for Christmas this year, which is fantastic. And then I'm actually going to fly back with him to where he lives. So I'm going to be putting €120 in here. So I'm going to do 50, 100, 120. Next up is my Lewis envelope. Lewis is getting €60 this month. I actually have some cash left over from last month, which is very, very unusual. But I think that's because I was out at a couple of work events during November, and for events where I work late, I get a taxi home and work pay the expense. So I think that that's why I have so much left over. What I'm going to do is I'm going to keep 10 in here. And I'm going to put this 20 aside, and we're going to come back to that at the very end. And then Lewis this month is getting €60 added, which should be plenty. I finish work on the 23rd of December, and I won't be in the office every day up until then. I'll be working from home a little bit. So €70 should be absolutely perfect for this month. Next up then is my petrol envelope. Petrol is completely empty and it is going to get €60. So 20, 40, 60. I do have a bit of petrol left over from November, so that should be absolutely fine. You know what? All of my envelopes are falling over, so I'm going to split these in half. See if that helps. Okay, next up is my gift envelope. Gifts has 20 in there, and I'm going to add in €80. So I'm actually going to take out the 20 and I'm going to put in two 50s instead. So that makes €100 in total. Okay, then I have my Christmas envelope. So first up, I am just going to take out, there's some small change left in the bottom. So I'm going to take that out and I'm going to put that into my spare change jar. And then this month we are going to be adding in €100. So I'll do two 50s. I finally started my Christmas shopping just this morning. I am so incredibly behind. I think because I've just been so focused on the apartment and buying things for it that I literally just haven't had time to really think about Christmas, but I did finally started this morning. I know loads of you had already either started or finished your Christmas shopping in my last video, so I'm very jealous, but hopefully I'll be done within the next week or so. So that's €100 added into my Christmas envelope. Then next up is what is called my credit union envelope. This, I explained, is actually my Christmas decoration envelope. I just still haven't unpacked my label maker or any of my envelope material, to be honest. So this is Christmas decorations. There's €20 and some change left over. So I'm going to take out the change, and then I'm going to be adding in €60. So I'm actually going to do tens because I have quite a lot of them. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. That makes €80 in total. Then I have my miscellaneous expenses envelope, which will be fixed next month, I promise. So in miscellaneous expenses, I have 50, 100, 120, 130, 140, 150, 160, 170, 180. And I am going to be adding in €40. So I'll do a 20 and I'll do 2 tens, I think. Then next up, I have my hair envelope. Hair is completely empty because I just got it done a few weeks ago, and I'm going to be adding in €150. So I'm going to do 50, 100, 110, 120, 130, 150. Next up then is my medical envelope, and medical also needs to be laminated when I find my laminator again. Medical currently has 20 and I'm going to be adding in 50. So that's €70 in medical. Then I have my tennis club envelope, and tennis is going to get €40 added. So I'll do 20, 40. Then I have car expenses, and car expenses has €100 in there, so I'm not going to be adding anything for this month. Next up then, I have my spa trip envelope, and spa trip is going to get 60 added. So I'll do 20, 40, 50, 60. Then I have eating out, and eating out is going to get 60. There is nothing left over from last month. So I'm going to do 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Then I have my groceries envelope, and groceries somehow ended up with money left over as well, which very, very rarely happens. I'm not actually too sure how this did happen this month, but it is €30 left over. So I'm going to move this aside and I'll come back to it at the end. And groceries is going to be getting €200 this month. So 50, 100, 150, 200. Then I have clothing, and clothing is going to get €20 added to it. So there is 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, and I'm going to add in 10, 20. Then I have TV license. TV license is getting 20. So I have 20, 40, 60, 70. Actually, what I'm going to do first of all is I'm going to swap out 2 20s and a 10 and put in a 50. So there's 70 in total, and then I'm going to be adding in €20. So that makes 90 in total in TV license. Then I have my toiletries envelope. Toiletries has 10 and I'm going to be adding in 10 this month. So that's 20 in total in there. Then I have concerts and shows. Concerts and shows has 50, 60, 70, 80, and it is going to get €40. So I'll do 20, 30, 40. Then I have my apartment stuff envelope. So this has €20 left over, and I'm going to be adding in 150, which I know seems like a lot, but I'm still picking up various smaller things for the apartment. So my bigger furniture money I have just kept online in a separate banking account, but this is my kind of miscellaneous or smaller items for the home. So I'm adding in €150. So that's €170 in here now. And then finally we have my makeup envelope. So makeup has 20 and I'm going to add in €40 because I'm sure there will be some stuff at Christmas that I will want to treat myself to. So that's 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Okay, so then we are left with this €50, which is left over, 20 from my Lewis and €30 left over from my grocery shopping. So I could just reallocate it back into those envelopes. I could put it into some of my existing cash envelopes, but my goal for the next year, my big goal for the next year is to buy a new car. So I know you're probably there going, you've just bought an apartment, are you serious? Yeah, I am serious because I have kept hold of my car for a number of years now. My car is not new at all. It's from 2007 and I've had it since 2013, I think I bought it. So I've had it nearly 10 years now, which is absolutely fine. She's still going fine, but she's had a couple of problems and I just think it's time to upgrade. I'm not going to get a particularly fancy car, but I do think it's time next year to get a new car. So I do want to start building up. I'm probably going to do a down payment and then do the, I can't remember what it's called, but where you pay the monthly, like a loan for the car basically. So you pay a monthly payment towards buying off the car. So I don't have a new envelope because, as I've mentioned, all of my cash envelope stuff is still packed away in a box somewhere. But I do have, this is the envelope that I actually just keep my cash in, that I take out of the bank to put into my envelopes. So I'm just going to use this as my new car envelope for now, and I will make a new one. So I'm going to start off my new goal by putting €50 towards my new car. So these are all of my envelopes stuffed for the month of December. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that you have a lovely month and I will be back with another video before Christmas. I have a couple of grocery hauls to share and I might start sharing a couple of apartment updates. I'm not going to do an apartment tour. I'm just a bit hesitant to put out where I live in full on the internet, but I'm totally happy to share things like my desk setup, and little bits and bobs like that, or maybe Christmas decorations. So I will hopefully have a couple of other videos up before Christmas and I will talk to you then. Have a good month. Bye.